course he's a hacker. Okay, so I think there's a guard, or some guards, coming up here soon. Not quite yet, though. Chaff grenade. Yeah, now they're giving me all the chaff grenades. But again, I just want to thank you guys for coming by and watching me play this game. I'm having a great time playing it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. Enjoying the story, enjoying, just, you know, chilling here.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
He's gonna call me like every 30 seconds, isn't he? Until he tells me that he got in or whatever. Okay. We're on top of Metal Gear right now. What is stopping me from just riding this dude? Yeah, there's literally no guards. There's nothing. That's crazy. It's a little weird. It's a little too quiet, Snake said. Oh yeah, they totally know I'm there. For sure. This is fun. I think I have the least amount of experience on the 2nd disc, because when I used to own Metal Gear as a younger person, I only had the 1st disc because the 2nd disc was completely scratched to death.
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Man, everything's coming out. And I don't know why Snake is so cool about the Colonel, because the Colonel's being a total dick in this game. He has literally betrayed him at every turn. And it's like, oh, he didn't expect Snake to figure any of this out, or what was the deal with that? There's this dude coming. Shit. Okay. I wonder how far he'll come. Hopefully not all the way over here. Like I said, I'm not sure because I'm not as experienced in this particular disc, and I'll tell you why. Like the first disc was pretty easy going. Like I remember that like the back of my hand. But okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna see where he's at. That's funny. Yeah, like how am I supposed to get around him? Be smarter than him. Do you just gotta follow him as he's walking back, or do you kill him? I mean, what's the deal here? But when I was younger, I used to have both discs, but one of them was scratched to hell, and it was so scratched up that whenever it would ask me to switch the disc, it wouldn't allow me to. Like I would put in the second disc, and it just would not read it at all. Yeah, you have to basically just follow him. Like it wouldn't read it whatsoever, and it was really annoying. But I still kept it. And then one time I was just playing it, and I was getting really upset because I really wanted to know how this game ended. Oof, he's not coming this way. Okay, good. Oh shit. What's that box? Phew. And then one time I put in the second disc, and by some miracle, after I had already like dropped it like 1,000 times and gotten really pretty upset with it, it finally worked. It worked out of nowhere, and I was able to complete the game. Like, yeah, some of the cutscenes were a little bit skippy, but other than that, I mean, I was able to complete Metal Gear finally, and it was like one of the coolest things ever.
What was that noise?
He can't hang over the railings like he can in Metal Gear 2, which is rather annoying, but that's okay. How do you get past this dude? I don't even know. Yeah, you're basically just supposed to follow him. Looks like he's just gonna have to die this time though. Sorry, buddy.
Just a box.
Don't do it. It worked.
Get out of the way. I heard
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Unless you have something on the override Otacon, I don't want to hear it. Alright? I hope you have an understanding here. Okay, we're good.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Get me out of here. Oh shit. Okay, I'm stuck forever. I'm out of here. Run. Hopefully there's only one of these guys that I have to deal with. Yeah, I think so too. Sweet. This place is not heavily guarded at all. Bye. That was too easy. Okay, I guess I gotta just head all the way down because I think I picked up all the items available to this. I don't know how to get past this guy though, because my footsteps make too much noise. Do I just have to crawl behind him the entire time and just kind of like make my way around him, or how does that work? I'm not quite sure yet. And everything is jammed, so I don't know where anybody is at this point. So we'll just climb down here. So I gotta get the card key, and it can be in, I think there's like 2 different spots, maybe 3. But I know one of them is incredibly annoying because you have to get it from the rat. The rat like basically picks up the key and then you're just gonna have to hunt it down. So let me go into this drainage ditch here and see if I can hope it just, is that it? Yeah, the rat has it. Fuck. That is so annoying. Incredibly annoying. You can either just find it on the ditch, in the drainage ditch, or the rat has it. And the rat has it is not my favorite option, because you basically just have to snipe it. Ah, shit. Come on, rat. Haha, there you go. Yeah, that's by far the most annoying one. Alright, let's get out of here. So the other option was that the car just kind of fell in the drainage ditch and you just kind of like walk through the water until you find it, but most of the time it's the rat. I would say 75-25. I think there's only very few times where I've encountered that you can just run around the drainage ditch and pick it up from there. It is what it is. It's kind of funny. If you can't figure it out, basically you just get a call from Campbell or Otacon. One of them will call you and be like, the rat has it, and you're just like, what? And then they kind of try to explain it by saying that rats always scavenge for, you know, whatever it is that they can get their hands on. Okay, so now we gotta practice and try to find a way around this fool here. Where you at, man? He's all the way over there. So how far does he go? Oh, he goes all the way. So if you can just run. Yeah, I think you have plenty of time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You have all the time in the world. But what about when he comes back? Yeah, I don't trust this. So let me get in my box here. Alright, get out of here. Go back. Go. Alright, we should be good. That wasn't so bad. That was easy. Yeah, we did it without getting caught. Alright, so this area has like 30,000 cameras inside of it. So let's go ahead and take care of them here with our Stinger missiles. One here. And then one here. I think I'm gonna blow myself up. Yeah, I don't know if I trust this. Ouch. There's gotta be a better way to do it. I know that you can shoot one missile and destroy both of those cameras. I just don't know if I can do it without hurting myself. But luckily there's a ration here for me to kind of take care of that little issue there. So let's go ahead and equip my gun. We're gonna equip the PAL key. And we're gonna go ahead and insert this sucker. So we can, No, that's the wrong key, man.
Wrong key.
He's so frustrated by it. It's funny. Alright, there we go. Perfect.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now PAL number 2, freeze the key.
I wonder where this guard is going to be whenever I kind of pop up over here. Because the guard goes all the way around into the railing part. So I'm trying to avoid him now on this end. Yeah, he's going to come all the way over here. I just don't know how to avoid him. Huh. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I am completely out of your way.
Mr. Box.
Don't do it. Oh shit.
Get out of the way.
Fuck. Okay, bye. There's another white guy that's gonna come from over here.
Where'd he go?
Don't make me kill you. Alright, so I figured out how to avoid him on my way over. Now I gotta find a way to avoid him on my way back. Shit. I'm sure there's a way. I mean, there has to be a way. I just, I'm trying to do it without, like, taking up too much time. Okay, there's no bad guy here, so let's go ahead and climb down to the first floor level area here. Alright, sweet. We're doing this, guys. We're almost done. We're completely done. This right here, if you remember watching one of the episodes that I did, and I did mention there was 2 parts of this game that I really disliked. One of them was on the first disc. There's 2 parts, and there's 1 part in each disc. The first part that I don't like is backtracking to get the sniper rifle in the first disc, and then the second part that I don't like is in the second disc, and that is doing this particular task right here, where you have to go to different parts of this facility here just so you can activate the key. There's just so much backtracking that holy shit. There's just so much backtracking that you have to do. It's quite annoying. I don't like it. Definitely one of those you know, just a way to make the game seem longer than it really is, even though we all know how long Metal Gear game is. And you know, some people can beat this game in like 2 hours. I think you get like the tuxedo or like a reward, or I don't know what you get for beating this game in like 2 hours. Yeah, you have to beat it in 2 hours and on the hardest difficulty, and you get like the tuxedo and you look like James Bond, and it's actually really cool. I like it a lot. But I don't think I'm going to be doing any of that in this particular playthrough. Maybe I will, but I'm not going to post it on like YouTube or anything. And it'll probably just be for my own purposes. I know there's a lot. I mean, if there was trophies for this game, actually, you know what? Is there a PS1 version of this with trophies? Oh man, I gotta look that up. I guess I can do that while I'm waiting for this damn key to freeze, because this is the area where I hang out to freeze the key, right here. All right, let's go find out. What am I finding out, you say? I'm finding out whether or not there is a way to get trophies in this game if you play like the PlayStation 1 Classics or something like that. So we're going to go Metal Gear Solid. And most of you, if you guys are trophy collectors, you already know the answer to this. Trophies, PS3. Maybe not. There's a trophy list for the Legacy Collection. Yeah, okay, so I guess PS1 Classics do not get trophies. PS2 ones do, which is kind of weird. Says the source code is too old to implement trophies, so I guess PS2 games do get trophies in some cases, but not PS1 games. That's quite unfortunate. I thought PS1 games all got trophies and stuff like that. Okay, so let me see if this... Ah, it's frozen. Alright, let's get out of here.